What's up, traders? KDW right here. In this video, we're going to be discussing on 10 key rules to starting full-time trading. So let's get right into the video. Sit back and watch. Welcome right back into this video. Okay, so we are going to start by defining full-time trading. What is full-time trading? Full-time trading is an act of trading for a living, okay, whereby you have trading as your only, not really only, but your primary source of income. That's full-time trading, meaning every other thing you have in your life is completely secondary. Okay, trading is primary, trading is priority, and everything. That's full-time trading. So what we're going to be discussing are rules that we should learn and should learn to keep. If you know you are thinking of taking trading full-time, you are thinking of maybe leaving your job or quitting your business or school and focusing on trading, there are certain things you need to know. And if you stay to the end of this video, you're going to be so happy that you watched this video. All right, so let's get into the first rule. All right, so the first one right here is definition of purpose. Okay, so you have to define your purpose of trading. Why do you want to be a full-time trader? Why do you want to focus on trading? What are your life aspirations and goals? Okay, here we go. We have different kind of people, like different kind of people. There are some people that really just want to be comfortable and contented with their job, or do not want any kind of risk attached to their life. They want to be comfortable and live quietly. There's some other people that really want to make good money, like real good money that could take care of their family, fund their needs and maybe some wants, take them on vacations, live some kind of flashy life. And there are people who want multi-millionaire or multi-billionaire status. They want to be famous, they want to impact lives, they want to go places, they want to be influential. There are some people also that want to just remain poor. They know they are poor and they know they can do something about it, but they are just lazy about it. So they just want to keep on living their life just anyhow. Okay, so everybody have their what seems like a value to them. For some people, just getting to be a married man with kids and a stable income, which is like a job, stable salary, paycheck stuff, right? Which is from a job, they are okay with that, and that's what they dream for. Why some dream for something much bigger. So if you're in the trading industry, most of the times people that try this industry or people that try to come into the trading industry have really big ambitions for themselves. But now, do these big ambitions, are they just there as hallucination? Because it's pure hallucination when you think about certain things you want to achieve and you just leave them as just mere thoughts. Okay, you have to execute, you have to work towards your goals. That makes your dreams turn to a reality. So you have to define your purpose. Why are you in the industry? What do you want to achieve? How much time do you want to give to this whole thing, and how much do you believe in the craft yourself also? All right, so you have to define the purpose. Now somebody doesn't come and ask you, why are you trading, and then you can't say why you're trading. All right, so let's go to the number 2 rule. So number 2, we have get a mentor and stick to one mentor. Okay, this is where many people get it wrong. Many people what get it wrong here. I myself, when I started learning Forex, I was exposed to so many wrong information because I was looking at so many people on YouTube, online, learning different kind of technicals, learning here and there and there. This will only slow pace your learning curve. You have to get a mentor and stick to one mentor. If you're this person that you do not really have money, you're coming to the Forex industry because you're broke and you need money, you need money. Please, the first thing you do is, since you cannot buy a course with money, you're broke at the moment, then you can decide to follow a particular person on YouTube that has enough content that can get you what you want. I getting me? Like, follow, let's say, learning about the basics. If this person maybe do not have enough basics of what is forex, candlestick, all those basic uh topics in forex, then you can learn it from someone else. After learning the person's basics, if you see that person doesn't have higher contents, you move over to another mentor that have higher contents. That's when I mean higher contents, talk about a system. The whole point of getting a mentor and sticking to one mentor is not about learning basics. It's about learning a strategy, a system rather. Okay, learning a particular system from one person is the best. You could learn your basics, like what is candlestick, blah 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 blah, what is forex, pips, equity, margin, leverage, all those basics. You can learn it anywhere, but when it comes to getting your particular system or strategy, it's very key, it's very important. You have to get just one mentor. Okay, just one mentor. You have to stick to that mentor. You have to choose a mentor, and the mentor you should choose isn't somebody that is not consistent, or maybe does different things, or just for the sake of posting content on YouTube. Because I know so many YouTubers that post so many different kind of systems and strategies just to keep their YouTube channel popping. No, that's not the kind of person you should stick to. You should stick to somebody that gives consistent content about a strategy so that you can follow suit. Because if you do not have a mentor, there's a big problem. Now, if you have money to buy a course, that is best for you. In fact, if you bring someone learning from YouTube and someone who buys a course, who first of all will attain consistent profitability is a person that bought a course. You have to buy a course. You have to start from a mentor. Buy a course, follow what you were taught religiously, and you see how you get to where you want even faster. Okay, let's go to the next rule and see what we have. Right. So the third rule is time management. So what do I mean by time management? Since we are talking about starting your career as a full-time trader, let's assume you had, in fact, everybody coming into forex must have had a life before forex, meaning a source of income, something you do for money, something you do to put food on the table, something you do to pay bills. Yes, except maybe you are a teenager and you have all your bills being sponsored by your parents. Okay, maybe you just have school. So either ways, you have something doing that you take as priority or takes away your major time. Now, you are striving to become a full-time trader. You have to do what we call time management. So if you are a student, you should be able to know, okay, I will be in school by so time. When I come back from school, I'll be tired. So I will have to rest so time, so that so time I'll wake up and study my forex materials. I'll study the course I purchased. I will study YouTube. I will study this. I will study that. And then when I'm done, then I can actually face my school studies or something. If you were working somewhere, you want to tell yourself that, okay, I work during the day. When I'm back, I rest, I eat, I do whatever. But you must have a time that you spend to study your forex materials as a beginner, or to if you're not a beginner, maybe you're an intermediate, or you're still striving to get your edge in the market. You need time to review your trades. You need time to check what happened during the day. You need a separate time for forex. Now, the fact that you have something you're doing primarily, maybe school or job, doesn't mean you should push that thing away and put forex right there, because it will be very frustrating. Because trust me, you're not getting any money from forex at this level. You're going to even lose what you have at this level. So you should learn to keep a separate time for forex. Now, if you're somebody that already has started trading demo or something, yes, what you do is that, let's say you're going to school, you know that fine, I have to be in class so time, and then I may miss trades. So what happens is that you wake up earlier, do your house chores, get ready for school. Now, before getting ready for school, you look at, as you wake up earlier, you do your house chores, take your baths, everything, eat, look at what's happening on chats. Briskly look at if you could take a trade or something. If there is no trade, or maybe there is a setup that is cooking up, you just have to mark it up in your journal or flag that pair red or whatever, and then you go to school. And then if you have little opportunities in school, you go back to the charts and check. Now, you should not be freaked out for missing a trade or anything. You know that you are in school and you really need to come out of school before you have so much freedom to trade. So if you check, you just have to check your charts intermediately, and that's where using maybe an iPad or a tablet is preferable. But then if your phone is okay, you can still use it, because there is no excuse saying, okay, I'm in school, I can't check my phone. No, that's not an excuse, because you being in school and you check your WhatsApp, some being in school they chat, some being in school they post. How have you been checking your phone? That same way, check your phone and see what's going on. From time to time, you will find out that you can still get your entries that you were looking for. And even if you don't and you miss trades, there's no problem about that. You come back later in the day. That time you keep for studying your materials, that time you keep for back testing, that time you come back and check what happened during the day. Review if you would have taken a trade, if you are not taking a trade, what has happened, and how you might, maybe you must have lost money if you entered, or you would have made money if you entered, just that way. Okay, this keeps you growing in the forex industry while you face other activities in your life. Same thing as those working. You know, you work in a place where, let's say, you do this, you do that. Intervally, you check. Okay, intervally, you check. But before going to work, wake up, wake earlier, do your chores. Make sure you get on chart as fast as possible. Do not stay and wait for markup to form, or just mark up things that you want to happen, and then go to work. At work, you check it intervally and very fast, so that you don't get penalized for using your phone maybe during work. It depends on the nature of your job, but it all boils down to time management. So learn to manage your time properly, and then you see how you're going to grow faster. So let's see the next key role. Have key point 4. Okay, be flexible in learning. So what do I mean by be flexible in learning? Now, you were here when I said you should get a mentor and stick to the mentor. Now, you getting a mentor and sticking to the mentor mean you shouldn't be flexible in learning. Now, every trader is unique. Every trader will surely have a special way to trade. Even if you get to learn from me, there's still some certain things you might have in your trading that's a little bit different from mine. And that's because of flexibility in learning. Always learn to be flexible in learning. Like, always learn to add to your learning curve. No, I don't mean you should take everything you see online. Example, okay, let's say you follow mentor A. Yes, you're following mentor A because you're trading his strategy and you're following what the course you bought from mentor A, and you're following his strategy and his mentorship religiously. That doesn't mean you can't go on YouTube to check what mentor B, C, D, E are saying. You just look at it, but then you should bear in mind that these people are trading different systems from you. These people are trading different and have different rules and everything. But then you're watching what they are doing to see how they view things, to see how they speak about certain experiences, to also hear from them. This would only add to what you already are learning from mentor A. So it's different from somebody being with mentor A, but then going to watch mentor B and look at mentor B's system and change his system to mentor B's system, and then try it, and if it doesn't work, comes to mentor G and tries the system and uses it, and it doesn't work, he stops and goes to the next. That's completely different. The first example I gave is somebody learning from mentor A, using his mentorship materials and everything, and he's sticking to the system, the strategy that he learned from this mentor, and he's still following it up. But whatever he learns outside, he takes it as things he should just know and keep at the back of his mind and just write it down. Doesn't mean he should change everything. Okay, and whatever you're bringing into your system, make sure it's not contrary to what you have been taught. Okay, let's say, for example, you trade smart, mentor A trade smart money concept, and the smart money concept is this kind of person that makes use of daily cycle, previous day high, previous day low, low of the day, high of the day, Asian highs and lows, London high and low, all those time factor stuff, and then you are going to watch Mr. D, Mentors D video talking about rising wedge and falling wedge, complete price action. And you want to implement rising wedge and falling wedge inside your daily cycle SMT trading. That's fucked up. Your results will be funny. And you overcrowd yourself with information. But let's say you are learning from mentor A and then about that kind of SMT trading daily cycle, and let's say you watch another SMT mentor that's talking about certain things in market structure. That's different. You can listen to him and say, okay, and you just understand certain things. I'm not going to watch somebody totally different that maybe trades synthetic indices or trades with indicators and blah blah, and you want to just mix up everything. You end up failing. So be flexible in learning, but do it wisely. Okay, so let's move to the next point. All right, we have the number 5 rule right here. So we have learn and practice right trading mindset. So what's the right trading mindset? The right trading mindset is forgetting about making money and focusing on process. That's the right trading mindset. Forgetting about making money and focusing on trading process. What do I mean by that? Now, you will never make money in your first year, even in your second year. It could even get to your third year. You may never make any money. What I mean make money? Make money is the act of getting consistent income from the market. No, what will happen is that you will surely win trade, you will lose trade. In fact, even if you give a baby an MT5 to play with, the baby will accidentally make wins. You will surely make wins, but at the end of the month, you end in net loss. At the end of year, you end in net loss. Okay, you blow accounts, you fund accounts, you blow accounts. Even your demo, you'll be in net loss at your first time. But this should not discourage you. This should not make you feel like, okay, you are doing something wrong, or okay, your mentor is whack. Okay, no, that's why I told you, get a mentor. Why choosing a mentor? You should choose somebody that is transparent enough, not a mentor that tells you they have been on losing streak for 10 years, and they have been on winning streak for 10 years, or you meet a mentor that acts like he doesn't lose, or you're getting a mentor that is shady. Example, is when he takes or he sends a signal, when it hits stop loss, later he lies and says he did not enter the trade, or they use buy limits to send screenshot of them catching trades. Example, the trade has already gone, and then they post MT5 of buy limits by hiding where the right limits and the rest, and then let just buy be showing, just doing some kind of shady stuff that you will know where your mentor is in shady stuff. Like, you will see that he's not transparent, he's not catching trades like in your front. Like the way I do, I catch trades in front of my students, whether live, whether on the mentorship group. I send the positions I'm taking, everything. We manage the trades together. Those active join me, we make money together, and we even make losses all together because it's part of the game. So your mentor should be real as possible. That's the criteria in choosing the mentor and buying a course. Somebody that is transparent and is real, and not somebody that is just saying he bought this, he bought that, showing cars and whatever, but then it's shady. Yes, if he's showing cars and the rest, it doesn't mean he's shady. But being shady is being not transparent enough to his in-house members by not showing them his trades and all of that stuff. So how do you know what he teaches works? So that's the major thing. Okay, so you need to learn and practice the right trading mindset, knowing that, okay, fine, my mentor makes money and I know he makes money, but me, I'm not making money at the moment, and that's on me. That I'm not going to make money because I'm going through a journey. He has been trading years before me, so I'm going through a journey, and I have to stay loyal to the journey because I too will make money like him. He doesn't have to head. There's nobody born with trading abilities. There's nobody born with special abilities that can make him a good trader. No, everybody learn and adapt. Okay, so you have to adapt your trader mindset, not thinking of money, but thinking about process, thinking of executing your strategy correctly every single time, waiting for you to play out what you have been taught. That makes you ahead of others. And when you consistently do this, profits become what? The byproduct will surely come. Okay, so let's go to the next key rule. Okay, yeah, so we have the sixth rule right here, which is pay less attention to forex hype on social media. So now this is it. Okay, this is a major problem in the forex industry now, and this happens to new traders a lot. You coming online saying people making blues everywhere, people posting blues, people saying they cut this, they cut 5,000 pips, they cut 3 million pips, all of that stuff, blue, blue, blue. Nobody loses online. Come on, do not be carried away. Nobody posts their reds. In fact, people who post their reds in the industry are so few. Okay, while everybody posting their blues. Now, how you know that nobody posts their reds is this. Somebody that posts his blue today, watch him during the week. He posts his blues on Monday, check if you post it on Tuesday, check if you post it on Wednesday, check if you post it all the days of the week, check. Is he still posting? So those days he doesn't post, what happens? Okay, let's assume some of the days no trades. Okay, you want to tell me that it's either he doesn't have a trade or he wins the trade? No, he loses, but he doesn't post. He when he doesn't make trades too, he doesn't post. When he loses, he doesn't post. When he wins, he posts. There is no such person that wins consistently. No, we all go through losing streak. That's the most important. Like we all go through 2 losses in a row, 3 losses, 4 losses, 5, even 7, 10 losses in a row. The best of us have gone through it. So why don't you see somebody posting loss on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? No, none of them does that. But when they're winning streak, they're posting it like that. Okay, so you should know that the forex hype on social media is excess, and not all of them are like realistic. No, because if you pay attention to this, you'll be depressed. You ask yourself, am I the only one that is not making money? Am I the only one doing something wrong, or should I change strategy? This is why so many new traders are caught up in what's the forex cycle of doom. And I'll be doing that in maybe a few videos to come. I don't know, but I'll be talking about the forex cycle of doom. The forex cycle of doom is so brutal, you know, so brutal that you can remain in that cycle for so many years. And what influences is normally social media, especially because you feel my strategy is not working. What is this strategy? I've been losing for like 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, okay, 2 months. I don't think my mentor is good enough. I move on to the next. Why? Because there are some people you're seeing are posting views. They like, they are making losses also. They could be profitable, but they also make reds that do not work post. And many of them doing that are not even profitable, but they're just posting the reds, the blues that they made. Okay, so do not be carried away. Stay focused. Focus on the process onto the next key level. Did I just say onto the next key level? Sorry, my bad. I meant on the next key point. Okay, so key point 7. Don't quit your primary source of income. Please do not quit your primary source of income. Every new trader has that week, that 2 weeks, that 3 weeks where all of a sudden they're in a winning streak. Oh, they start saying, I figured it out, man. I can now trade profitably. I now know the secrets. Oh, I learned that thing on YouTube, and then it's, oh my God, this is just what I've been looking for. Right now, I need to quit my job. Bro, you're making the worst decision of your life, because you'll be frustrated if you do. Okay, so many traders that I experienced today have shared their experiences that they quitted their job and they were later frustrated and they started looking for a way to go back. Now, most of those stories you hear are Americans, and getting job in the US is way easier than in Nigeria, where I'm making this video from. If you're a Nigerian watching this, do not try this, because you might never get your job back. You might get so frustrated, it can even lead to suicidal thoughts, because immediately you lose that job, you quit that job, you might just enter a losing streak of forever. Not really forever though, I'm kidding, but you might enter a losing streak for a long time, and as a due to that losing streak make you start panicking, you start jumping to more strategies, you keep losing more money, keep losing your psychology, risking even heavier to recover your losses, and you lose even bigger, you blow more account. And when you realize you just quit your hard-earned job for this shit, you get even more depressed, and you may never get that job back. So the same thing with your business. Do not quit your business because of Forex. No. Why would you? Your primary source of income as a business, why would you? You don't do that stuff. You focus until you have seen consistency, okay? Before you do all of that stuff. Do not quit any primary source of income. Now, when it comes to school, do not quit school for Forex. Also, now, it depends on you. Like when I was in school, okay, I never had, is it how do they call it? I never wanted what I was studying. So you could be in this category where you just chose any course, any department, and you just jumped in and you never knew what you wanted in life when you chose it. You just chose it because of the name. And then you said understanding your life path. And you said understanding that you like other things, doing other things, you have other passions, you want trading, and you do not want your career pursuit, then you can consider quitting school. Like, because I'm telling you, it will worth it completely. But if you're this person that you want to be a doctor in future, an engineer, you want it, like that's what you want, then why do you do that? Obviously, that career is what suits you and is what you want and is your passion, then go for it. Okay. And then I don't even think you should be doing trading in the first place if you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, engineer, because if you want to be that, then your mindset must be different from the millionaire mindset or the billionaire mindset. It has to be different. So why? Because you want to just be a normal 9 to 5 and all of that stuff, and you might never have time for Forex. Your mind is to work, get married, get kids, retire, so use your retirement pension or whatever, and survive the rest of your years alive. Like that's actually a norm. And maybe if that's what keeps you going to keep you happy and fulfilled, then you go for it. Okay, trading is not for you. But if you're someone that you don't even like what you're trying to study, or where you're going, you're really not happy with it, then you have to trade all your heart and take your mind, because going to school takes money from you. You know what I'm saying? Like going to school takes money from me for books, okay, transportation, school fee. It takes money from me. It doesn't give you money. So if you know what you're studying in school is not going to be worth all that expenses, then dropping out of school to focus on Forex will be worth it. Okay. But if you know, like I said, if you have a purpose for going to school and you know what you're pursuing, then there's no even need coming to trade, because you're just distracting yourself from your real purpose or what you want to be. You can't be studying medicine and be doing trading at the same time. Like you need to focus on one wholesomely. All right. So do not quit your primary source of income or what gives you money for Forex, right? When you're still new to the game. And if it's school doesn't give you money either anytime soon. Okay, so that's more considerate. Okay, if you're trying to look to quit something to focus on Forex. But if it's business, job, do not quit yet. All right, on to the next key point. Yeah, here we have the 8 key points. Okay, this point is okay. Here we have the 8 points. Get the next. Here we have the 8 key points. Get the necessary equipment. Very important. Very important. You need the necessary equipment in any industry you're getting into. Even if it's okay, let's say you're entering the industry of fashion designing, you need certain equipment to help things easier for you. If you're entering the music industry, you need certain equipment to make things easier for you. Okay, so entering the Forex industry too, you need certain equipment, and these equipment include a laptop. Now, the laptop must not be excessively luxury at this your beginning. You don't need something too big, too expensive. You just need a basic 4 gig RAM laptop, okay, that can open, because the only app you make use of in your computer for trading business is mostly Chrome, okay, your normal browser could be Chrome or whatever browser you prefer. So you need a laptop, you need a smartphone, okay, you need a laptop, you need a smartphone, preferably phone should be iOS, because in case you're in a place where you can't use your laptop, you can use your phone, your iOS, to check out TradingView and the rest. Now, why I said iOS is that it's not like Android cannot do TradingView, but TradingView is way slower on the Android phone. Like the way you feel it, the way it moves and the rest, it's very, very slow, and that's not how it is on iOS. iOS is very, very swift and easy to do anything. You can quickly check what's up, go out, quickly come back, check like WhatsApp, go out, without spending much time trying to swipe left, right, all those stressful stuff. No, iOS is not like that. So that's why I say preferably iOS. Okay, so you need this equipment. Now you need a journal and a pen to always journal your process, to track your process of how you're doing in the markets. All right, so that's what I have for the 8 key points. So let's move to the next key point. The 10th key point says make sure you see minimum 6 months of consistent profits, rather not consistency profit, consistent profit on live account before quitting job for Forex, for quitting your job for Forex. So some of you might ask, so I shouldn't quit my job because I'm getting to master Forex trading. I shouldn't quit my job. I shouldn't quit, blah, 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 blah. So when is the right time to quit my job? The right time to quit your job is using 6 months of consistent profit on your live account. So this 6 months of profit, consistent profit, me myself, I would like you to share it into 3. So from your first 3 months of making money consistently, at the end of the month, you're profitable. The next month, you're profitable. The 3rd month, you're still profitable. I would actually recommend that you go for a prop firm challenge while you're still trading your live account alongside. So when you go for a prop firm challenge, when you pass the challenge or when you fail the challenge, I don't know, because prop firm challenge, failing a prop firm challenge doesn't mean you're a bad trader and you're not a profitable trader. It only means that maybe you are not ready for prop firm at the moment, because you can end the month profitable with a 4% win, or a 2% win, or a 1% win, or a 5, 6, or 7% win. But prop firm wants you to make up to 10% win for like FTMO, or 8% win for like MFF. Then, if you don't make up to that, some prop firms might actually give you extended time. You know why some may not give you extended time? So if you don't make that amount, you might just lose the challenge. Then if somebody hears, oh, this person lost challenge, like he's a bad trader, is not profitable. No, that's not a true test of profitability sometimes, okay? But passing a prop firm actually shows you are good with risk management, psychology, and you have mastered your system. Because if you're not good with psychology, prop firm is the hardest account to trade. It's even harder than real live account, okay? Because here you're under pressure, because you must have told people that you're on a challenge, and this, you're under pressure to make sure you pass within that 30 days. You're under pressure to make sure you don't get into drawdown and start struggling with drawdown before 30 days elapse and all of that shit, So trading prop firm is way harder than live account. So when you've seen consistent profits on your 3rd month trading live, I would recommend that you go for a prop firm challenge while still trading your live account. So at the end of 6 months, if you are still profitable in your live account and you even pass prop firm and everything, then it makes sense to, okay, it's time for you to think of quitting your job. All right, that's just it. It's time for you to quit your job. So prop firm, if you pass prop firm, that's good. Okay, if you fail prop firm and you're still profitable on your live account, you might still want to see yourself pass prop firm and level up, because if you are talking about live accounts, yeah, it still matters. You don't use $100 live account and tell yourself you want to quit a job, or a $200 or even a $500. No, a live account that will make you, as a Nigerian, that will make you say, okay, I'm ready to quit my job and focus full time on Forex because I've seen profitability over the past 6 months. Then that live account should be like $10K and above, or even, okay, let's say $5K, right? But not $100, 200. So if you don't have that much money to fund live accounts, like up to 5K, 10K, then you just go for prop firm challenge. Make sure you pass the prop firm and you're funded, and then you have withdrawn. You're sure that you have been trading this prop firm at least for like 3 months, you've been withdrawing and everything, and then you can afford to quit your job. But the idea is that if you already have a live account and you're profitable in previous 6 months, then and your live account is big enough to fund your bills, and you can quit your job. Okay, if it's not big enough, go for prop firm challenge, pass it, get funded before you think of doing any of that, right? So that's all I have for you guys today. So I'm going to go over the recap quickly as possible. Okay, so the recap quickly as possible. So let's go. So going over the recap, we have the first point of you need to define why you want to be a trader, a full-time trader. Second, you need to get a mentor and stick to him because you need to learn a trading strategy. You just need one strategy. Okay, you need time management. You have to set time aside for other priorities and for Forex. Then we had the fourth point where you have to be flexible in learning and not rigid. Okay, you have to learn other things, but do not let those other things interfere with your core trading system and style, because everybody is different. Okay, so do not pay attention to social media Forex hype, because there's so many fake lives on social media. Okay, so make sure you stay out of social media, blah blah blah. Do not quit your primary source of income. That was the following point. Do not quit your primary source of income at the moment because you are trying to still gather knowledge in Forex. You're still new to Forex and all that stuff. Then the next point is get the equipment you need, like your laptop, your iOS, your Android, whatever device. Get the necessary equipment to make things faster for you. Make a budget. Okay, if you don't have them now, make a budget. Do whatever you have, and have a separate money management and savings kept out, okay, for for purchasing what you need for Forex. Please, it's always good. You can sideline 20% or 10% or 30% of your income to save it up and then get what you want. And the next point you have is demonstrate for 3 months before going live. Very important. The next is make sure you see at least 6 months of consistent profits before quitting your job. All right, too important. All right, so thank you guys for watching this video up to this moment. If you have any more questions, you can ask it on the comment section. Do well to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Do not forget to turn on your notification to get alerts whenever I give out value like this. All right, so stay tuned on the channel. Love you all. Goodbye.